What happened when you, auditioned for Avatar? Like, that's a big movie. You wanted the role, I take it, if,
No,
you
not
no?
really. No, I would.
You're crazy. It's so great.
What do you mean I'm
Uh,
crazy? What do
no,
you
it's
mean? What do
great.
you?
No, I think it's funny that you audition for something you really don't even want. You didn't
Well,
even want it.
here's what it is. Here's what
Yeah.
happened. So I got this agent at the time, John Burnham. He's an old style guy, and he's like, he's excited. They get excited. So look, Jim wants to meet with you, and I'm like, all right, why not? But in the back of my head, I'm like, am I going to do this? I mean, what is this thing? He's shooting 4 movies at once. I didn't even. There's no script, but it's like a general meeting. Go down there, meet him. So I drive all the way to Long Beach, and where I live in Glendale, Long Beach is like you got to pack a tent. You got to plan for the night. So I go. So I drive to Long Beach, and he's got like an airport hangar. He's got a building that's the size of Long Beach,
Wow.
and I go in there and I meet him, and it's kind of impressive. He's showing me around. It's like Cirque du Soleil down there. He's got actors there. They're on trapezes. They're jumping around. They're flying through the air. They're working out stunts and shit. And he meets me, and I don't know what's going to happen. And we're talking, and he says, "This is the deal. This is the part is this, and if you get it, you're probably going to have to move to New Zealand for like 9 years because it's going to take us like 9 years."
You don't wanna
To
live in
shoot
New
all of these.
Zealand? Yeah.
I don't, dude. I barely want to go out on the road because I worry about my stupid cats. So
Right.
there's no script, but he says, "Here, read. This is the part. Sit down with it, read it, and then we're going to do an audition." And I'm like, "What?" So I get the script and I sit there for like 45 minutes. And I read it. And before this, he's got like a museum of himself down there. You can go look at the Titanic. And that was kind of interesting. Not
Yeah.
open to the public. And then like he says, "Are you ready?" And then he brings me into a room with a bunch of other people, the acrobats and other people that were working there. I have no sense of what things look like. There's blue screens around, but I'm just floating with these lines. The guy's like a scientist and he's got a drinking problem. Not sure what it was. The guy from Flight of the Conchords got the part. So I'm just scrambling to do this thing. And then I left and I was like, thank God. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't have to move to New Zealand. I didn't even want to be presented with the choice, Howard. That's the worst thing is that you don't want to do something, but then your agent says they want you to do it. And then you're like, oh, fuck. So now I got to sit here and think about how am I going to live in New Zealand for 2 years? What's that going to do to me?
Yeah.